Javed Iqbal Mughal was a Pakistani serial killer and child molester who confessed to the sexual abuse and murder of 100 young boys, ranging in age from 6 to 16. Iqbal strangled the victims, dismembered the corpses, and dissolved them in acid as a way to conceal the evidence. He was found guilty and sentenced to death in the same manner that he killed the boys, being strangled first, then cut into 100 pieces in front of the parents of the victims, one piece for each victim, then be dissolved into acid. In December 1999, Iqbal sent a letter to police and a Lahore newspaper chief news editor, Kawar Naeem Hashmi, confessing to the rape and murder of 100 runaway boys, all aged between 6 and 16. In the letter, he claimed to have strangled and dismembered the victims, mostly runaways and orphans living on the streets of Lahore, after sexually assaulting them, and disposed of their bodies using vats of hydrochloric acid. He then dumped the remains in a local river. Inside Iqbal's house, police and reporters found bloodstains on the walls and floor, along with the chain with which Iqbal claimed to have strangled his victims and photographs of many of his victims in plastic bags. These items were neatly labeled of the victims' names and ages with handwritten pamphlets. 2 vats of acid with partially dissolved human remains were also left in the open for police to find, with a note claiming the bodies in the house have deliberately not been disposed of so that authorities will find them. Iqbal confessed in his letter that he planned to drown himself in the Ravi River following his crimes. But, after unsuccessfully dragging the river with nets, police launched the largest manhunt in Pakistani history. 4 accomplices, teenage boys who had shared Iqbal's 3-bedroom flat, were arrested in Sohawa. Within days, one of them died in police custody, with a post-mortem suggesting that force had been used against him. Allegedly, he jumped from a window. Iqbal claimed that the motive for committing the murders was his infuriation at a perceived injustice at the hands of Lahore police, who had arrested him on charges relating to an act of sodomy against a young runaway boy in the 1990s. No charges were brought in relation to this offense. His mother had been forced to watch his decline before suffering a fatal heart attack. He had therefore wanted to make 100 mothers cry for their sons, as his mother had been forced to do for him before her death. Iqbal was sentenced to death. The judge passed the sentence saying, "You will be strangled to death in front of the parents whose children you killed. Your body will then be cut into 100 pieces and put in acid, the same way you killed the children." The Interior Minister, Moinuddin Haider, contradicted the sentence by stating that Pakistan is a signatory of the Human Rights Commission, so such punishments are not allowed. On October 9, 2001, Iqbal and Sajid Ahmed, one of his accomplices, were found dead in their respective cells at the Kot Lakhpat jail. Despite indications that both had been murdered, the deaths were officially ruled as suicides by hanging themselves with bedsheets. Autopsies revealed that they had been beaten prior to death. Iqbal's body went unclaimed. Do you think this man deserved his sentence? Let us know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching.